You're not my husband. You don't own me, my fiancée said, after taking the bartender's number. I nodded and moved out while she was at the club. She came home to an empty apartment and a note, "You don't own my paycheck." All right, Reddit. I know how this sounds. Guy walks out on his fiancée over one comment? Sounds dramatic, right? But nope. Stick with me here, because by the end of this, you'll realize how she deserved everything I did. I'm Stefan, 29 male. This happened a few months ago, and I'm still processing the whole thing. Not because I'm sad or anything, but more like when you finally delete a virus from your computer, and now it's running clean for the first time in months. That's where I'm at. Now let me start from the beginning. Here's what went down. Saturday night, Hendrick's Tavern. Me and my fiancée Kayla were there with our usual crew. My buddy Chris, her friend Courtney, and a few others who don't really matter to this story. We'd been together for 4 years, engaged for 8 months, wedding planned for next June. I'd already dropped 12 grand on the venue deposit alone. 12 grand. Remember that number. Everything seemed normal at first. I mean, normal for us, which was basically me pretending not to notice red flags. She was on her phone the whole time we were waiting for our table. Not unusual. Kayla lived on that thing. But there's a difference between scrolling Instagram and the way she was texting that night. Angled away. A little smile. That tells you everything. Here's the thing about that phone behavior. I'd seen it before. 2 months ago at my company holiday party, she spent 45 minutes in the bathroom fixing her makeup while her phone buzzed nonstop. A week before that, she insisted on sitting facing away from me at dinner so she could see the restaurant. Really, so I couldn't see her screen. Last month, she changed her passcode. When I asked why, she said I was being paranoid and that she deserves privacy. Right. We finally get seated and she orders a mojito. I'm nursing a Coke and trying to have a conversation with Chris about his new job when I notice Kayla keeps getting up. First to go to the bathroom, then to take a call, then to check on our drink order even though the server literally just brought them. Third time she gets up, I watch her. She goes straight to the bar, starts talking to the bartender. Younger guy, maybe mid-20s, sleeve tattoos, man bun. The whole craft cocktail douchebag starter pack. And she's laughing. That fake laugh she does. I can see her from where I'm sitting. She's leaning on the bar, playing with her hair. He's eating it up, leaning in close, writing something on a cocktail napkin. She takes it, puts it in her purse. Yeah, his number. At a bar, while I'm sitting 20 feet away. She comes back to the table. Phone's already out again. Chris is watching me watch her. He doesn't say anything, but I can see it on his face. That look that says, "Bro, you seeing this too?" I waited about 10 minutes. Let her get comfortable. Then I ask casually, "Who's the bartender?" She doesn't even look up from her phone. "Nobody. Just some guy." "He have a name?" Now she looks up. And there's that expression. The one I've been seeing more and more lately. Like I just asked her something offensive. "Why do you care?" "Just making conversation. His name is Bryce." "Why?" "Of course his name is Bryce. Probably does CrossFit and has opinions about IPAs. No reason. Just curious what you guys were talking about for 15 minutes. The table gets quiet. Courtney's suddenly very interested in her salad. Chris is doing that thing where he pretends to check his phone, but he's really just trying to disappear. Oh my God, are you serious right now? Kayla's voice is getting louder. People at the next table glance over. "We were just talking. I'm allowed to talk to people." "Never said you weren't. You're doing that thing again. That controlling thing where you interrogate me like you're my dad." "I'm not interrogating her. I asked 2 questions. But I already know where this is going, so I just take a drink and let it go." She doesn't let it go. "You know what your problem is?" She's on a roll now. Full volume. The entire section can hear her. "You act like you own me. Like because we're engaged, I'm not allowed to have a life. I'm not allowed to talk to other people. I'm not allowed to have fun." The couple at the next table is full-on staring now. This is their dinner theater. "Kayla, I didn't say any of that. You didn't have to. It's the way you look at me. Like I'm doing something wrong by existing." Chris tries to intervene. "Hey, maybe we should—" "No." Kayla's pointing at me now, across the table, like she's in court or something. He needs to hear this. "We're not married yet. You're not my husband. You don't get to control who I talk to or who I give my number to." The table goes dead silent. And there it is. The line you can't uncross. The moment where everything crystallizes. I'm staring at her, processing what she just said. She didn't even try to hide it. "So you gave him your number?" "Yeah, I did. Because we're not married and you don't own me." There it is. The line in the sand. I finish my drink, set it down carefully, pull out my wallet, drop 100 on the table. Way more than my share, but I don't care. You're absolutely right, I say as I stand up. We're not married. Where are you going? Home. I'm done for tonight. You're leaving because I talked to a bartender? I'm leaving because you gave another man your number and think that's acceptable behavior for someone wearing my ring. Her face goes red. Don't you dare walk away from me. Watch me. I walk out. Don't look back. Don't wait for her to follow. Just leave. Chris catches up with me in the parking lot. Dude, you okay? I'm great. I'll call you later. I'm not great. I'm shaking. That adrenaline thing where your body knows you're about to do something major before your brain catches up. I sat in my car for about 20 minutes, just thinking, really thinking for the first time in months. And here's the thing nobody tells you. The moment you decide to leave is almost peaceful, like watching a Jenga tower you've been holding together finally collapse. Yeah, it's a mess, but at least you can stop pretending it's stable. It wasn't just the bartender. It was never just one thing. 3 weeks ago, I came home early to surprise her with dinner reservations at the place she'd been wanting to try. Expensive. I had to book 2 months in advance. Spent half an hour on the phone getting the reservation. Got off work at 3 instead of 6. Came home. She wasn't there. Didn't answer her phone. Finally texted me at 9 that she'd gone to happy hour with coworkers and lost track of time. Forgot her phone in her locker at the gym. A week before that, she posted an Instagram story at midnight. Just a selfie. But in the background, some guy's apartment. Not anyone I knew. Definitely not her place. When I asked about it, she said I was being paranoid. That he's just a friend from the gym, and I need to work on my trust issues. Said I was making her feel guilty for having a social life. 2 months ago, we went to my brother's wedding. She complained the entire time about how boring it was. How she didn't know anyone. How weddings are such a waste of money. Then spent the reception on her phone. But here's the thing that really gets me. The financial stuff. I make about $90,000 a year. Good money. Software engineer. She makes 35 as a social media coordinator, which is apparently code for post Instagram stories for a lifestyle brand. We moved in together 2 years ago. Joint apartment. My name on the lease, but we were splitting rent. Or we were supposed to. I pay 70% of the rent because I make more, and when I suggested we split it evenly, she cried. Said I was being unfair. That relationships aren't about keeping score. That if I really loved her, I wouldn't care about money. So I paid it. Like an idiot. Paid the utilities too. All of them. Internet, electric, water, gas. My name, my accounts, my money. She was supposed to Venmo me her half every month. She forgot more times than she remembered. I've got about $2,500 in unpaid utilities sitting in my Venmo request history from the past 6 months. The Venmo thing has its own show. Every request I sent came with excuses. Oh, I didn't see it. My bank account's weird right now. I'll get you next week. Next week never came. But when she wanted money, those Venmo requests hit my phone within seconds. With entitled little notes too. For groceries we shared, when I bought them. For the Uber we took, when she invited her friends along and stuck me with the bill. My personal favorite was for emotional labor, after an argument she started. $50 for emotional labor. I paid it like an idiot because I thought she was joking. She wasn't. But when she needed a new car, when her credit card got maxed out, when she wanted to go to Cabo with her friends for a long weekend, suddenly we were serious enough that I should help her out. Suddenly relationships were about supporting each other. I helped her out. Every time. Because I'm an idiot who thought being a good fiancé meant being a doormat. I drove home. To our apartment. The one we share. The one that's about to change drastically. She's not back yet. Group chat says she stayed at the bar. Going to some club with friends. Of course she is. I walk in and look around. Really look. Taking inventory. The couch. Mine. Bought it 3 years ago before I even met her. Leather sectional. Cost me $2,000. Saved for 4 months. TV. Mine. 65-inch OLED. Christmas present to myself last year. She said it was too expensive and that I was being irresponsible with money. This was 2 weeks before she asked me to help pay off her credit card. Coffee table, entertainment center, bookshelf, gaming setup, sound system. All mine. Kitchen table? Hers. Cheap IKEA thing that wobbles. Chairs don't match. Got them from Facebook Marketplace. I go to the bedroom. Bed frame is mine. Mattress we split, but I paid 70% because, say it with me, I make more money. Sheets, comforter, pillows, all mine. I do the math in my head. This apartment is 90% my stuff. She brought almost nothing to this relationship except drama and unpaid Venmo requests. I pull out my phone. Start documenting everything on the Note app. Every item, every receipt I can dig up, every Venmo request, every text message where she promised to pay me back. This is when my project management skills kick in. I create a spreadsheet, 3 columns: item, purchase date, amount. I've got receipts in my email going back 3 years. Every Amazon order, every furniture store purchase, every utility bill with my name on it. I'm compiling evidence like I'm building a legal case because honestly, I might need to. The couch, $2,100. Purchased September 2022, receipt saved. TV, $1,800, still have the box. Coffee maker, $600. Registered warranty in my name. Kitchen knives, $400. Gift from aunt, card saved. The bed frame, $900. Purchased before I even met Kayla. I document it all. Take photos of serial numbers. Screenshot the Venmo requests with her excuses. Save text messages where she promises to pay me back next week. I've got a paper trail that would make an accountant weep with joy. My phone buzzes. Group chat. Courtney. Kayla's really upset. Someone should check on her. Chris, bless him. Maybe Kayla should check on herself. Another buzz. Kayla calling. I silence it. Text from her. Where are you? Another. You can't just leave like that. Another. I'm coming home. We need to talk. I look at the time. 11:40. She won't be home until at least 3 if the pattern holds. Last 3 Saturdays, she got home after 3 a.m., every time telling me I was being controlling for asking where she was. I text Chris. You still have your truck? Yeah. Why? Need a favor. Big one. Can you come over? On my way, bro. Chris shows up at 12:30. I've already started packing. Garbage bags full of clothes. Boxes of books. He takes one look around and doesn't ask any questions. Just says, where do we start? This is why Chris is a real one. We start with the couch, that massive sectional that took 3 people to get up here. We're sweating bullets by the time we angle it through the doorway and down the stairs. His truck barely fits it, but we make it work. Dude, are you sure about this? He asks while we're strapping it down. Never been more sure of anything. We go back for the TV, the entertainment center, my gaming setup, my desk, the bookshelf my parents gave me. Every single thing that's mine. By 2 a.m., we've made 3 trips. The apartment looks like someone robbed it. All these empty spaces where my life used to be. Just her cheap furniture sitting there looking pathetic. Where are we taking all this? Chris asks. Storage unit for now. I'll figure out the rest later. We load up the kitchen stuff. My coffee maker. The nice one. $600 Breville that I bought myself because I'm serious about my coffee, and Kayla used it every morning without ever cleaning it or buying beans. My knives. Japanese steel. Cast iron pans I've been seasoning for years. Good plates. Real silverware. I leave her the bent forks and the Walmart plates and the coffee mugs with the chips in them. Oh, she's gonna lose her mind, Chris says, watching me wrap up my coffee maker like it's a newborn. Good. She can buy her own. Bathroom, my towels, my toiletries, everything. I leave her the hand towels and her 73 bottles of various skincare products. I'm in the bedroom when it hits me. The ring, her engagement ring, sitting in a little jewelry dish on her side of the bed. Not on her finger where it should be. Just sitting there. She takes it off all the time. Says it's too heavy or gets in the way when she's at the gym. The gym where she apparently meets guys who end up in her Instagram stories at midnight. The ring cost me $8,000. 2 months' salary. I saved for a year. Went to 4 different jewelers. Had it custom designed. I proposed to her at the restaurant where we had our first date. The whole thing was perfect. And she takes it off to go to the gym. $8,000. I picked it up. Look at it. This little piece of metal and rock that was supposed to represent forever. I slip it in my pocket. We're loading the last of it when Chris says, what about bills and stuff? Right. The bills. I sit on the floor. The apartment echoes now without my furniture. Pull out my phone. Internet account. Electric. Water. Gas. All my name. All my account numbers. All my money. I screenshot everything. Forward it all to her email with one message. You've got 1 week to transfer these to your name. After that, service stops. Then I do something I probably shouldn't do, but forget it. I'm feeling petty. I log into our joint streaming accounts. Netflix, Hulu, HBO, Disney+, Spotify. All paid with my credit card. I changed all the passwords. Update the payment methods to a prepaid Visa I know is empty. They'll all cancel in about a week when the charges don't go through. She's about to rediscover what cable TV feels like. Welcome back to 2005, babe. But here's my favorite part. I go around the apartment and collect every single phone charger. All of them. The good ones. The fast-charging ones. The 6-foot ones she uses to scroll in bed. Every single one. I leave her exactly one charger. You know the one. That crappy broken cable that only works if you angle it exactly right and don't breathe near it. The one that charges at like 2% per hour. That one's all yours now, babe. Chris watches me stuff the chargers in a bag. Dude, that's diabolical. She can buy new ones. Just like she can buy a new coffee maker. Small? Yeah. Satisfying? Absolutely. Hilarious? I'll be thinking about her trying to charge her phone at 3% battery with that busted cable for years. Okay, I tell Chris. One more thing. I find a piece of paper. The back of some junk mail. I write, "You're right. I'm not." These exact words. That's it. Perfect. She wanted independence? Here's what it looks like. We walked out at 3 a.m. I didn't look back. Lock the door. Slide my key underneath it. Leave. Chris drives. I sit in the passenger seat watching the city go by. My phone starts buzzing around 3:30. I don't look at it. Where are we going? Chris asks. Storage unit first. Then I need to crash somewhere for a few days. You can stay with me. Got a spare room. Thanks, man. For what it's worth, she's been treating you like garbage for months. We've all seen it. Yeah? Courtney even said something to her a few weeks back. Told her she was taking advantage of you. What did Kayla say? That you didn't mind. That you liked taking care of her. Cool. Great. I laughed. My phone won't stop buzzing. The screen's lighting up every few seconds. I finally looked at it. 42 missed calls. 83 text messages. The messages are a journey. First comes confusion. Where are you? Then anger. Did you seriously take the couch? Oh my God, you took the coffee maker? Then the gaslighting kicks in. I never gave him my number. You misheard. You're remembering it wrong. Then blame shifting. This is all because I have male friends. Your insecurity is showing. Then back to desperation. I'm sorry. We can go to counseling. Please just answer me. It's textbook. I've seen this pattern before from her. The 5 stages of not getting her way. I screenshot every single message before I block her. Documentation is everything. I blocked her number. The silence is immediate and perfect. I don't sleep. I lie in Chris's spare room staring at the ceiling fan, going around and around. Click, click, click. Hypnotic. Around 8 a.m. I got up. Shower. Look at myself in the mirror. I look like hammered garbage. But there's something lighter. Like I've been carrying a backpack full of bricks and finally took it off. I check my phone. Had to unblock her temporarily because she's now calling from every number she knows. Her mom, her sister. Courtney random numbers I don't recognize. But the best ones are the texts from unknown numbers. It's her. Obviously her. The progression is fascinating. This is crazy. You can't just leave? We're supposed to get married. My mom thinks you're having a breakdown. The venue deposit is non-refundable. We're going to lose $12,000. And then, my personal favorite, my dad wants to talk to you about this. You owe us an explanation. I text back from a number she doesn't have. Check your email. Already sent proof of everything. Venmo requests. Text messages. Timeline of every time you came home after 2 a.m. Timestamps on those Instagram stories. Your conversation history with the guy from the gym going back 2 months? You want to involve parents? I've got receipts for days. She doesn't respond to that one. Chris makes coffee, hands me a mug. What's the plan? Short term? Lay low. Let her freak out. Long term? New apartment. Fresh start. Maybe a better taste in women. She's blowing up the group chat. What's she saying? That you abandoned her. That you stole all the furniture and you're being abusive? That's rich. Yeah, Courtney's backing her up. A couple of other people too. But most people are asking questions. Like why you left. What actually happened. And I told them. Posted screenshots of her Venmo requests. The ones where she owed you money. Mentioned how she stayed out until 4 a.m. every weekend. Mentioned Bryce. Chris, you didn't have to. Yes, I did. She doesn't get to control the narrative when she's the one who messed up. My phone rings. David. Kayla's dad. Dang it. I answer. Hello? Son? What the heck is going on? His voice is stern. Did Kayla tell you? She said you left her. Took all the furniture. Abandoned her in the middle of the night. Did she mention the part where she gave another man her number? In front of me? In front of our friends? Silence. Did she mention the part where she said I don't own her because we're not married yet? More silence. David, I have screenshots. I have Venmo requests going back 6 months. I have text messages. I have timestamps. If you want the full story, I'm happy to send it all to you. He sighs. That heavy sigh that says he already knows. Send it. I hung up. Forward him everything. And I mean everything. The Venmo history. The text messages where she cancels plans last minute. The Instagram stories with timestamps. The full conversation with another guy that I found in her iPad that was still logged into her Instagram DMs. She forgot about the iPad. People always forget about those tablets. The conversation was enlightening. 2 months of flirting with some dude. Her complaining about me. Calling me controlling. Saying she feels trapped. Saying she's not sure about the wedding. Him telling her she deserves better. Her eating it up. There's one message from 3 weeks ago that really hits. Sometimes I think I'm only marrying him because it's easier than starting over. I sent that one to David separately. This is what your daughter really thinks of me. He doesn't respond immediately. Takes about an hour. Then, I'm sorry, son. I didn't know it was like this. I reply, it's not your fault, but I'm done. The wedding's off. I'll be seeking reimbursement of the venue deposit from Kayla, and I want the ring back. Him. Understood. Over the next week, Kayla tries everything. First comes the love bombing. Texts from friends saying she misses me, that she made a mistake, that she wants to work on things. I ignore all of it. Then comes the anger. She shows up at my work. Security has to escort her out because she's screaming in the lobby about how I stole her furniture. HR calls me in. I show them the receipts. Proof of purchase for everything. They apologize. Tell me they'll make a note in case she comes back. She tries to file a police report. Says I stole her property. Cops call me. I email them the same receipts I showed HR. Photos of serial numbers. Credit card statements. They tell her it's a civil matter and to stop wasting their time. Then she gets creative. She posts on Facebook. Long dramatic rant about how I'm emotionally abusive. How I isolated her from friends. How I controlled her money, then abandoned her. It gets some sympathy at first. Until people start asking questions. Until Chris posts screenshots. The post is a masterpiece of victim cosplay. I gave him 4 years of my life and he threw me away like garbage over one mistake. She's calling 2 months of emotional cheating one mistake. Someone comments, what happened? Her reply, he got jealous because I talked to someone at a bar. Packed up everything I owned while I was out and left me with nothing. Chris's reply with screenshots. Here's the Venmo history showing she owes him $2,500. Here's her own text messages admitting she gave her number to another guy. Here's the lease showing his name. Here's receipts for the furniture. She didn't own any of it. The post gets quiet after that. A few of her friends try to defend her, but most people just stop engaging. You can see it happening in real time. Her narrative collapsing. She edits the post twice. First to remove the part about me taking everything she owned. Then to claim she's not going to air dirty laundry anymore. Then deletes it entirely. But screenshots live forever. Chris made sure of that. And here's where it gets interesting. She can't afford the apartment. Needs to break the lease. The penalty is 3 months' rent. About $6,000. She doesn't have it. She calls me from her number. I guess she figured out I unblocked her. I need money, she says. No hello. No apology. Just straight to it. For what? The lease? I can't afford to break it. Not my problem. It's your name on it too. Yeah, and I paid my portion. In fact, I paid most of it. Check the Venmo history. You can't just leave me here. Watch me. If I don't pay, it goes on your credit too. She's right. Dang it. The lease is in both our names. If she defaults, we're both screwed. How much? $6,000. I'll give you 3. That's your half. The half you would have paid if you'd actually been paying your share all along. That's not enough. Then figure it out. I don't care. I hung up. She doesn't call back. But David does. I'll cover it, he says. The lease break. But I need you to do something for me. What? Meet with Kayla. Face to face. One time. Give her closure. Closure. She's not handling this well. Her mother's worried. I'm worried. Just one conversation. Then you can walk away for good. I think about saying no. About just blocking everyone and disappearing. But David's always been good to me. And honestly, part of me wants to see her face when I tell her exactly what I think. Fine. One conversation. Public place. Then I'm done. Deal. We met at a coffee shop. Neutral territory. She's already there when I arrive. And she looks rough. I ordered black coffee. Sit down across from her. So, she's fidgeting with her cup. I don't know where to start. Start anywhere. I don't understand why you left like that. Why you didn't even try to talk to me. You were at a club. With friends. Including Bryce the bartender, I'm guessing. She flinches. You don't know that. Actually, I do. And by the way, I saw the messages with the other guy too. Her face goes white. You went through my stuff? It's my iPad. I pay for the data plan. But yeah, I saw everything. That was just... I was venting. You told him you're only marrying me because it's easier than starting over. She looks like she's been slapped. I didn't mean. Yeah, you did. And you know what? Thank you for finally being honest. Even if it wasn't to my face, you don't understand. I do love you. No, you don't. You love having a wedding to plan and telling people you're getting married. You don't give a darn about me. That's not true. What's my mother's name? Silence. What's my middle name? She's staring at her coffee. Won't look at me. 4 years, Kayla. We've been together 4 years. You don't know basic stuff about me because you've never cared enough to remember. I'm bad with names and dates. You remembered your friend's birthday 3 weeks ago, but you forgot our anniversary. She's crying now. People are staring. I made a mistake, she says. Her voice cracks. People make mistakes. Nope. This was months of disrespect, of taking me for granted, of treating me like a bank account. I never... Let me finish. You want to know what really kills me? It's not even the cheating. It's that you made me feel crazy for noticing. Every time I brought up something that bothered me, you flipped it, made it about my insecurity, my trust issues, my controlling behavior. You gaslit me for 6 months straight while you were texting another guy. I wasn't... Don't. I read everything, Kayla. All of them. You told him I was boring, that I didn't understand you, that you felt trapped. You even told him you were only staying with me until you figured out your finances. That was 4 months ago. Her face goes pale. She didn't think I'd seen that one. You want to talk about mistakes? I continue. Here's a mistake. Thinking you could have it both ways. Thinking you could keep me around for stability while shopping for other options? I continued. You owe me almost $2,500 in unpaid utilities. You've blown off plans with me at least a dozen times in the past 6 months. You take off your engagement ring more than you wear it. You post Instagram stories from other guys' apartments at midnight and call me paranoid when I ask about it. I have friends. I have a life. So do I, but I don't disrespect you. And I don't give my number to other women. What do you want me to say? She sobbed. Nothing. I don't want you to say anything. I just want you to understand that this is over. She reaches across the table like she's going to grab my hand. I pull back. Stefan, I said we're done, I say. Your dad's paying off the lease. I'm keeping the ring. We're both moving on. I don't want to move on. Up to you. I stand up. Drop a 10 on the table. I walk away. She doesn't chase me, just stands there on the sidewalk crying. My phone doesn't buzz for the rest of the day. 3 weeks later, I settled into a new place. 1-bedroom apartment in a better part of town. Closer to work. Lease in my name only. Deposit paid in full. No one to answer to. My couch looks good here. The TV fits perfectly on the wall. My coffee maker sits on the counter, and every morning when I use it, I smile. I'm sleeping better, eating better, working out again. Started seeing another woman too. Nothing serious. Just putting myself out there. She's from the gym and asked me to get coffee. She was funny, easy to talk to, and gorgeous. So, I'm giving it a shot. But here's where the story gets wild. Or let me call it the grand finale. And it was satisfying as heck. It's a Thursday night. I'm at home. Just finished a workout. Making dinner. Chicken and rice. Basic but effective. My phone rings. Unknown number. I've been getting better about not answering those, but something makes me pick up. Hello? Heavy breathing. Then, I need help. Kayla. Wrong number, I say. Start to hang up. Wait. Please, I'm serious. I need help. She sounds bad. Really bad. That desperate edge that makes you pay attention even when you don't want to. What kind of help? I ... She's crying. I'm in real trouble. Call someone else. There is no one else. My parents won't talk to me. Courtney blocked me. I have nowhere else to go. What happened? Can we meet? Please? I'll explain everything. Every instinct I have says no. Says to hang up. Block the number. Move on with my life. But there's something in her voice that sounds like genuine fear. Against my better judgment, I say, "Where are you?" She gives me an address. Some diner on the east side. Not a great area, but not terrible. I'll be there in 20 minutes. This is the last time, Kayla. Whatever this is, then we're done. Understand? Stop contacting me. Yes, I understand. Thank you so much. I grab my keys. Drive over. The whole time wondering what the heck I'm doing. She's in a booth in the back when I arrive, and she looks worse than at the coffee shop. I slide into the booth across from her. Talk. I'm in trouble, she says again. Financial trouble. How much? 25,000. I actually laugh. Can't help it. 25 grand? How the heck did you... Credit cards. Personal loans. I thought I could pay it back. I thought. She trails off. It doesn't matter what I thought. I can't pay it. Collections is calling constantly. They're threatening to sue, to garnish my wages. My credit's destroyed. And you want me to bail you out? No, I don't know. I just needed to tell someone. My parents disowned me after they found out about Bryce. After they paid off the lease and found out I'd already moved him in 2 days later. You moved him in? It didn't work out. He left after 3 weeks. Said I was too much drama. She laughs bitterly. Guess he was smarter than you. So what do you want from me? I don't know. Advice? I'm drowning. I'm working 2 jobs and I can barely make minimum payments. I had to move back into my old apartment from college. I don't know what to do. I look at her. And I feel nothing. No, Kayla. What do you mean, no? You made your choices, I say. You prioritized short-term fun over long-term stability. You burned every bridge you had. This is the consequence. And are you kidding me? You made me drive her to give you advice? Go get it from YouTube. It's not my problem. I could see her face getting red. Are you freaking kidding me? Then why the heck did you even come? I don't know. Maybe because I'm enjoying this a little too much. Silence. Oh my God, you are such a jerk. That's it? That's all you have to say? Well, kinda. You're unbelievable, she yelled loud enough for the other tables to hear. I replied calmly. You're making a scene. She lowered her voice, crying again. I know I messed up. I know I don't deserve your help. But I'm begging you. Please, I'll do anything. I am desperate. Anything? Yes. Her eyes lit up. I pull out my phone. Open up a document. The one I've been working on for the past 3 weeks. Slide it across the table. What is this? An itemized list of every dollar you owe me. Utilities, rent differential, that loan I gave you for your car, the wedding venue deposit I'm eating, interest calculated at 5%. Comes out to about $22,000. She stares at the document. Then at me. You want me to pay you back? No, I want you to sign this. I pull out another document. Promissory note I drafted. We'll notarize it tomorrow. You sign this acknowledging the debt. Then you're going to set up a payment plan. $50 a month. Whatever you can afford. It'll take you almost 37 years to pay it off, and I'll probably never see most of it. But you're going to sign it. Why? She was confused. Why are you doing this? Because I want you to remember. Every month when you make that payment, I want you to remember what you threw away. This is cruel. No. Cruel would be letting you think that you can mess up this badly and someone will always be there to save you. You wanted to not be owned? Here it is. This is what that looks like. I stand up, drop the documents on the table, sign it or don't. I don't actually care. But if you don't, I'll file a civil suit. I have documentation for everything. Receipts, screenshots, witnesses. You'll lose and your credit will get even worse. Your choice. She's staring at the papers, hands shaking. One more thing, I say. That ring you left like garbage? I sold it. Got $7,200 for it. Took that money and booked a trip to Japan. Leaving next month. Going to spend 2 weeks not thinking about you at all. I walk out. Leave her there with the papers and her choices. My phone buzzes an hour later. Photo attachment. The promissory note. Signed. We got it notarized the next morning. Good. 2 months later, I'm back from Japan. Tan and happy. I get a payment notification. $50. Kayla's first payment. There's a note attached. I'm sorry. I just smile. Transfer the $50 to a savings account. Figure I'll let it build up. Maybe in 37 years, I'll have enough for another trip. Or maybe I'll just keep it as a reminder that I value myself enough to walk away when someone proves they don't value me. The coffee maker's still working great, by the way. Makes the best brew I've ever had. YouTube just dropped this new hype feature. If you're hooked on this story, smash that hype button. It tells YouTube this video deserves to blow up, and it keeps even crazier stories coming your way.